pay 10%, which is better.
Okay. I've got to share now with all that. It's too important to make a decision. Yeah, I should talk right now.
Enjoy your learning. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. So come on in a minute. Oh.
Zoom,
How much is your property tax?
are you on mute?
Huh?
Are you on mute?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I think so. It says mute, but maybe the other one. But this is maybe not.
Where's Mario? I don't hear you.
How come we didn't finish the blot yesterday? We only learned one omet. How come we didn't finish the blot yesterday?
How come I'm not hearing anything?
1 second. Can you hear me now?
Why can't I hear something here? See,
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
No, are you?
Hello?
I'm here.
I can't hear. What's the problem with my volume? I've had the whole problem all night, all day. Right?
Should be
Can
on.
I hear that?
Hey, guys.
Alan?
Yeah, how can you hear me now?
But then look, when I hit this thing comes up and it's not, how do I get that up there? Hello? Alan, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good. I can hear you.
Can't we hear him?
I can hear you perfectly.
Ken, can you talk? You
Yeah,
can hear me. I can't hear you.
Maybe you're on mute?
Okay, let me restart. 1 second.
Mario's here.
Yes, I am. I had a problem with my computer.
He's starting again, I guess. He's starting again.
Are you kidding me?
Do me a favor, door. Just close this other door. Maybe you're talking too loud. Tell me. The over here, the door here.
Yeah.
What's doing, Alan?
Terrific. Everything Baruch Hashem.
You having a good Hanukkah?
Wonderful. How about you?
Thank God. All is good.
It's good. Any presents around your tree?
Okay, but I can't hear.
Where's Ernie? Mario, you in a new facility or something? Your room looks different.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Harold.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Technical
hear me?
difficulties. So you haven't missed anything yet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
So where's Ernie?
Call him on the phone. I don't know what happened to him. He was
I
on
think-
here. He got
Yeah,
off.
I think you had a problem with this computer.
Yeah. There we go. Ernie joined. Welcome back,
Me?
Doctor.
Okay, everybody can see me and hear me?
Yeah, how come we didn't finish the blot yesterday? We only
Who's
learned,
that?
how come we did not finish the blot yesterday?
We
one
learned
Omer.
half.
Yeah, I know, when all of a sudden you just closed it. You
We
said,
only learned Omid Aleph.
no one, yeah, only one Omer.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking.
We didn't go to Omid Beis. We only learned Omid Aleph. You stopped at bottom of Omid Aleph.
The top of,
We're on
Your
Yud
test.
Tes Amud Base at the top of the block.
but why didn't we finish yesterday?
He didn't
We
finish the
No idea.
base.
Your test, hang on. Can you just give me a regular Gemara? Can you give me a regular Gemara? Your test,
Amud Base at the top of the block.
okay, but that's Megillah. Your test, I have no idea why do the whole block.
I don't know, you turned over and then all of a sudden you stopped. You said,
Yeah, you
So
didn't finish.
I tried to get back to you, but you
No
disappeared
problem.
already. I don't know why. Okay, whatever it is, we'll get
Hold on,
out.
what's going on with my computer? Again, it's restarting? Okay. On Rav Chanina, saw Besela, if you have to pay, if you get a bushel of wheat with one sela, shchicha, but you can get it, so that's batsorta. That's like a drought. Now, if arba,
Ernie, where are we, Ernie?
we're on your test, on the base.
Oh. Okay. What happened? Disappeared?
You got canceled.
Oh, he,
Oh,
Ernie, come back.
he disappeared.
Shalom Bias.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. So if it's arba, the lo shchich, but you cannot find the wheat. Susie, I'm teaching the Daf Yomi at Shoshana's. I will be home and pick you up at 8 o'clock, okay? I'm teaching it early, yes. Bye. Yeah, bye. Then it's kafna. Then it's it's a hunger. That's if there's inflation. There's a lot of money, and fruit is very expensive. But money is not even available. Uperus bezol, and even though food is cheap, masrina le'amiyad. That's an emergency, and you have to blow shofar right away. Nehirna kad havukai midalit son besela. If it's 4 saw of wheat, that means it's a huge amount besela. But nobody has. There's nothing to sell, so that's a serious problem. And they called it a hunger in Tveria, and they blew shofar. If the rain fell enough for flowers, but not for a tree, mishkachasla, that we understand. The asanicha, trees need a lot of rain, flowers don't need much. So if it didn't rain very much, then that's an example of l'tzmachim lo le'ilan. It didn't rain enough for the trees. If it rained for trees but not for flowers, the asya razia v'lo asanicha, it poured very heavily, so the trees have no problem with that, but it's not very good for the flowers because it washes them away. We understand that as well. Now, having rain for trees and flowers, but not to fill the water cisterns, the asya razia, the nicha, that means it fell very strongly, but miutu v'lo asya, but it didn't, fall soft enough for the trees and for the flowers, that we understand that as well. But elahad Tanya, the fact that the Baraisa says yardu laboris l'sichel ma'aros, it fell strong enough to fill the water systems. What's an example where it fell hard enough to fill the water systems, but it's not good for the trees and the flowers? The asir b'shvichus, it came down like a downpour, so it filled the water systems, but unless it rains in a certain way, the vegetation doesn't have the ability to absorb it. A couple weeks before Pesach, and it hasn't rained for the trees, that's when you blow shofar. It means if during the summer the water systems run out of water, even if it's before Sukkot, you can already start fasting and blow shofar. If there's no water to drink because the sewage is bad or whatever the story is, and you have no water, that you can blow shofar right away. Means you don't fast every day until you have water. You fast Monday, Thursday, Monday. If it's in the same country, it means it's in the same community. Diphtheria, if there's death being caused by it, then you blow shofar right away. But if there's no death from diphtheria, then you don't blow. Govai is locust plagues, and you blow shofar right away. Chagav is another kind of locust. By the way, chagav are kosher. If you look at a chagav, it has a chet on its belly, and that's a siman that it's kosher. This is too small. Could you find me the blot in the Gemara over there? Yeah. And you use this. Thank you. During every Shemitah year, you blow shofar for trees in any Shemitah year. Even during the Shemitah year, remember, normally we don't work the fields during the Shemitah year, so maybe we don't necessarily fast for rain, but if you don't have water stored in the water cisterns, so even b'Shmita you can be masriyan. Rav Shimon Gamliel Omer, Afalei Elonos b'Shvius. Even for trees, you know why? Because aniyim get to benefit from things that fall from the tree, even though you don't work it. Aniyim get it. Mipnei sheyesh ben parnas l'aniyim. Tanya dech basris na'alei elonos b'shar shnei shavua. You blow shofar for trees every year in the street this way. Alaboris alachich laris afilu b'Shvius. For water cisterns, even during the Shemitah year. Rav Shimon Gamliel Omer, Afalei Elonos b'Shvius. The various vegetables in gardens, you can also blow shofar during Shemitah if they don't have enough rain, because those are another example of things that the aniyim can get. Tanya Marloza ben Pratim, Yom Shachar Beis Hamikdash, Nasu Kshamim Tzimukim La'olam. The rain became less nutritious for the world after the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed. And not only that, it doesn't fall in a coordinated manner. There are years where there's too much rain. Where there's too little rain. There are years where the rain falls exactly when you need it. Where they don't fall on time. A year when rain falls in its time, what is that like? A servant was given by his master his salary on or the amount of food that he needs on Sunday. He can plan the whole week, so that the bread gets baked when it's supposed to. But a year where the rain does not fall exactly when the ground needs it is Levitch Nasal Rabba Parnasos Be'erev Shabbos. He all of a sudden gave him his parnasa right before Shabbos. Nim says Isa Nefesh Shaloki Tikuna. They have to rush everything. But Neches Shaloki Tikuna. If you have a year with too much rain, what is that like? Levitch Nasal Rabba Parnasos Vasach. Somebody gave everything in one shot. Nimtzu Rechayim Toichanes Menakur. Now, if you grind a huge amount at one time, there's always stuff left over in the grinding. But if you grind multiple times, you're going to lose more stuff. So Masha Techos Ben Akav, even you start with a core, you're not going to lose as much. If the Nimtza Siso Cheles Ben Akor, Kmo Cheles Ben Akav, if the a year where there's little rain, he doesn't give the Evid in one shot, gives him little by little. So therefore, it's not here he's got to use the grinder every time. Therefore, you're going to lose much more from the grinding. So you're going to eat much less. If there's too much rain, he is making like clay. And you don't lose water, you don't run out of water. And the clay, if he has only little water, you run out of water. It doesn't come together good. Pamachas Alu Kol Yisrael LaRegel Yerushalayim. Klal Yisrael went up Aliyah LaRegel to Jerusalem. Lo haya lehem mayim lishtos. They didn't have water to drink. Holach Nagdiman ben Gurion, who was a big wealthy man, Eitzel Hegmon Echad, to a wealthy banker. Amar lo alveni shtemes from mayonis mayim lo ele regal. Loan me 12 big springs of water, so we can able to give water to the people, the pilgrims coming up. And you know what? I'll give you back the water. Now, let's say it doesn't rain. So he doesn't have water to give back the guy. I'm going to give you 12 huge loaves of silver as payment for the water. But Nagdim and Ben was counting on the natural rain to restore the water. The Kovalozman, they set a repayment period. Kivan shegez man leduk shamim, the day came when he's supposed to give him back the water, and it hadn't rained yet. So b'shach shalach lo. So in the morning, the banker sent to Nagdimon, shagar li omayim o moshi. You owe me either water or money. Send me either one. Shalach ladan yesh li zman. This, the day is not over. I have time. Kol hayom kulo shalihu. It's still, I have the whole day. But tzarayim shalach lo. Noontime, the banker sent him, shagar li omayim o moshi. You owe me this. Give me the water or the money. Shalach lo adan yesh li shos payim. I still have time. B'mincha shalach lo. Shagar li omayim o moshi. Yesh k'biyatcha shalach lo. Adan yesh li shos payim. So there's only a few hours left. This guy's got to have major water. Liglev alav also when this wealthy banker, this Roman, started laughing. I guess the deal was made for a year. Whole year's gone by, hasn't rained. Asha, the last 2 hours of the year, it's going to rain enough for you to pay me back. So nichnas lebeis hamerchatz besimcha. The banker went to take a schwitz, was happy. He figured he made a lot of money. Nagdimna nichnas lebeis hamikdash kishu otzef. Nagdiman went to the Beis Hamikdash. He was sad. Nisate v'amid b'tefillah. Put on talis, David. Amar lefana. Ribono shel olam galuv v'lofnecha shel chvoidi asisi. I didn't do this for any honor. V'lo lechvod beis habasis. I didn't make a deal for these 12 springs for the honor of my father. El lechvod chasisi. It was for your Hashem covet. Sheyumayim etzim lo ale regalim. So that the people coming up from Bavel, coming up for Aliyah L'Regel, are going to have water. Miyad niskashu shamayim ba'avim. V'yardu kshamim at shismalu shtemis shemayonis mayim. Immediately there was a flood of rain, and all of these springs got filled with water. Not only that, voisiru. There was extra that, in fact, he made money. Ad sheyatzek mo beis hamerchatz. Nagdiman ben Gurion Yotze Beis Hamikdash. So the Hegmon leaves the Schwitz, and Nagdiman walks out of the Beis Hamikdash. Kishapogu zebezeh, they met up with each other. Amar lo telid me mayim, yoser sheyesh lebiyatcha. So Nagdiman told him, "Listen, you owe me money because I gave you more water back." Amar lo yudani shelo hirsha Kadosh Baruch Hu salom el b'shvilcha. Listen, I know that Kadosh Baruch Hu runs the world based on you. I see it happens. You still owe me the money. Remember, it became cloudy. So the Hegmon thought the sun had set, so the day is over. So I'm still ahead because it fell on my time, not on your time. Nakdima went back to the Beis Hamikdash. Nisate v'amid b'fil David. V'arlo fon everybody shalom hadash yesh l'cha ahudim ba'olamcha. You have people who love you in this world. Miyad nispazro avim v'zar chachama. I guess in reality the sun had set, but because of the nace now that Hashem did for him, the clouds parted and the sun came out again. But also shor malay when ilo nikter chama. Wasn't for the fact that we see the sun, I would be able to get my money. So, Tana, lo Nagdiman Shmo, Elabuni Shmo. His name was not Nagdiman, it was Buni. The sun sort of came back because of him. Tana Rabbanon, Shloisha Nigdim Olam Chama. 3 people had the sun either stand, right? Or come back, Moshe, Yoshua, V'Nagdim ben Gurion. Bishlam ben Gurion Gemara. You just told me the story. Yoshua Nami Krodachsiv, Vayidom HaShemesh V'Yareach Homad. Right, during the battle with the Canaanim, Shemesh Begivon Dom V'Yareach Be'emek Ayalon. That the sun stopped. Ela Moshe Minalon. Where do you see that the sun stopped for Moshe? Amar Rabbi Lazar Asya Ochel Ochel. It's a hekesh. Ksiva achel teis bachtecha. That's in Dvorim. By Moshe, uksiv hasam, by the Yoshua, achel godlecha. So achel, the same names happened to both of them. Rosh Hashanah ben Yomer Asya taste. Ksiv achel taste bachtecha. Ksiv hasam, by Yoshua it says beyond taste Hashem esayim mori. Vichlamar Asya megufe dekra. From Moshe, Asher Yishmun Shimacha, V'ragzu v'chol v'barecha. The Shamayim got angry. Emasai ragzu v'chol v'barecha b'shasha nigdam al-chama l'Moshe. When the sun stood still for Moshe Rabbeinu. V'chein ir shlo yarda aleh geshamim. If a city doesn't have rain, you can daven, you can fast, you can blow shofar. Amar v'in amara. Ushten leklala. Both psukim is read as a klola. Haisa Yerushalayim nida b'neihem. Yerushalayim is like a nida. Now, Avid Amarav libracha. It's not a klola. It's a bracha statement. Why? Kenida. Mani the yesh laheter. A nida after a while is going to be able to go to the mikvah and be permitted. Af Yerushalayim yesh lo takana. Yerushalayim will also be corrected in the future. Mashiach will come, will be rebuilt. It's a positive statement. Then it says Yerushalayim will be Haisa Ka'almana. We read it in Eicha. Amriyad Libracha. Ka'almana v'lo Ka'almana mamish. Ela Ki'isha Shalach Badal N'diyasayam v'dayzalatzraleh. It's like a virtual widow, a wife whose husband goes to China, but then comes back. So that's the same in Yerushalayim. V'gamani natati etchem nevizim u'shfalim. It's also libracha. The loy muki minon lo reishin ari v'lo gzizraptei. I didn't make any of you have to take the jobs of a tax collector or to be like a general of an office, because it's a bizoyan dik job. Hashem is going to be struck like being struck with a reed. This is it's a bracha. Better is the curse that Achiyah Shiloni cursed Yisrael. Better than the blessing that Bilam gave. Achiyah Shiloni Kilan Bekane. He cursed them with a reed. Hashem will strike you with a reed. A reed grows in water. V'gizo machlif, and its bark renews. V'sharash of merubim has deep roots. All the wind blows against it. It bends. It doesn't get torn out. When the winds stop, the reeds are there. Bilam HaRasha told Klaiso they should be like a cedar. First of all, it's hard to grow a cedar because it doesn't have a lot of water. The bark doesn't renew. Vein charge of merubia, it doesn't have deep roots. Most of the winds won't move it. Southern wind, flips it off on its face. A reed was turned into a pen, which we used to write a Sefer Torah in the Nevi'im Uksuvim. So the klala of being struck with a reed is really a bracha. Torah Baruch. A person should be soft and pliable and malleable like a reed. Va'aye kasha ke'eres. Ma'aser shabar Eliezer, Rab Shimon memigdal gedur mibeis Rabbo. Vaya rochov ala chamor. He was riding on a donkey. Mutalas fasnor. He was riding on the banks of the river. V'samech simcha gedoyla. He was happy. He was proud of himself. He learned a lot of Torah. Okay. You want me to stop here?
No, keep going. Let's finish the block.
Yeah, but some guys go.
Speaker share. Yeah.
Speaker share.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, let's learn at either 3 o'clock or 3:30.
okay.
Which one is better for you, everybody?
Might as well work 3 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock, and I'll do a blot and a half, so we'll catch up.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Square.
All right, everybody.
Night.
Night, good night.